Salutations. Welcome to the Casso podcast, episode 28. 28.
It's episode 26, part 3.
Yeah. Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, episode 20. Dude,
Hold on. I haven't finished my intro yet. We're broadcasting live. Well, not really. We're recording in beautiful Brighton, Colorado. Home of the Colorado Buffaloes, where the Buffaloes roam. And Stop.
anyways,
Yeah,
dude,
no intro this week. I don't feel like doing
dude,
it.
I don't like it.
I like it, but I don't feel like it.
I never liked it.
Okay, I'm just joking.
No, drop a comment. Do you like the intro? Do you like his intro?
Right in the heart of Colorado's 8th congressional district, and right in the heart of our ancestral lands for at least the last 30,000 years. Fist bump, buddy. Snail. What's up?
It's early.
It's 10 o'clock.
Is it? Yeah, close.
Close.
Dude,
Come on, man.
these are killing me, man. Getting up early. I hate it.
Getting up at 9 is early.
Yeah. Half the day's gone by. Half the morning's done. Anyways,
Half the Iran war is done.
allegedly. No, it's not.
Melania Punania is done. Did you see that?
Yeah. Also, speaking of which, last week I made a
Derogatory comment about Melania?
nope.
About Cash Patel?
I made a pro-Israel joke as a joke. If Theo Vaughn can say it, I was totally kidding, and I did very much dislike Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel. That doesn't make me anti-Semitic. It makes me anti-Zionist.
Guess what? AJ's trying to be like Theo Vaughn. Look, they have the same haircut.
Jeez, man, it's too early. No, but
No, you know what I've been practicing? The Dino laugh.
no, but seriously,
The Dino laugh.
I was rewatching maybe it was last week, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, and I made a we support Israel kind of joke. We don't. I don't.
No, I support Israel, the country. I don't support the current administration in Israel, just like I don't support I support the United States, but I don't support the current administration in the United States. You got to think of it like that.
Well, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
However, we'll talk off camera.
Does MAGA, honestly, when you think about it, son, does MAGA represent you? Hell no. Does MAGA represent me? Hell no. Does MAGA represent anything but themselves? Hell no.
But at least I could say my military hopefully represents me.
You know they do.
I can't say that about.
They took an oath to the Constitution, unless they started taking an oath to Donald Trump. Maybe I'm missing something.
No, but
anybody that's enlisted in the last 8 years or has signed on and gone through officer candidate school in the last 8 years take an oath to Trump? No, we know you guys didn't, and we know you're going to do the right thing.
No, but
like when he says launch a nuclear weapon against Iran, you say no.
But I can't say that about our favorite ally,
Melania.
No.
Today's show is about Melania, just so you know.
I saw that today. That happened yesterday. I'm confused.
Everybody's confused. No, nobody knew. The press corps didn't know. Her team didn't know. The president's team didn't know. She actually felt it was okay to do a press conference without telling the president of the United States. That's that. Now, that in and of itself says something, dude. Come on, man.
No, dude. Like, I don't know, man. Yesterday was a big news day, and I hate when news happens on Thursday.
What about on Tuesday? We thought the end of the world was coming, bud. We were all scared.
Dude, seriously. So
I was legit scared. No joke.
Let's rope this in. Let's start on Tuesday. Okay, no. Let's start on Easter Sunday. That was a big one for me.
Oh yeah, when he went crazy on Easter.
Yeah. Anybody that hasn't seen his Truth Social and are like, oh, that's AI. It's not. The president truthed it, which is like tweeting for those that everybody knows what truth is. But
probably a lot of people don't.
Well,
it's like Twitter for sissies.
Well, what's it called? Trump got banned on Twitter, so he started. Did he start it?
It's like Twitter for people that marry prostitutes. It's kind of like that.
Yeah. Well, on Sunday, Easter Sunday was this week. I hope everybody had a good Easter. For those who celebrate.
Did you get any eggs?
Yeah, I went grocery shopping and got eggs.
Did you get any chocolate eggs?
No.
Did you get a chocolate bunny?
No.
Why not?
25 years old.
So
I
got one.
He's the biggest toddler I've ever seen. No, but he tweeted, Tuesday's power plant day, something
That
something.
wasn't even the worst one. Say the one that he that really was like, oh shit.
The one that made me
Yeah,
upset. He said, "Praise be to Allah
yeah. They will
on
not exist
Easter."
as a civilization anymore.
On Easter, you can't
Yeah.
say that.
Oh, he said the F word too.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
like everybody does, but you would think that your president wouldn't. You know what I mean?
You said the F word on Easter?
No, not on
I
Easter.
did.
Maybe I did. I
I
don't
said
know.
F Trump.
Okay. Anyways, so that was on Sunday, and everybody I was talking to was like, "What? What do you mean? Praise be to Allah."
Yeah.
Whatever. Got over it. Then Tuesday comes because he said it on Sunday that Tuesday was going to be the day.
Then it was the world was counting down to
Yeah, and he was like,
nuclear Armageddon.
they have until 8 p.m. Central, and or
Eastern,
yeah,
because it
mhm,
was 6 p.m. our time. I was like,
and they will cease to exist. And then the day before on Monday, my fault, he was talking about sending them back to the Stone Age.
yeah,
Now,
oh yeah.
I'm not stupid. There's literally one way to do that, and that's with a uh, nuclear bomb, or as they wanted to put it, a tactical nuclear bomb, which is the same thing. Um, yeah, dude, Tuesday was scary. I woke up to my dad calling me because I'm a bum and I sleep in. Clearly, it's
What time was it?
I think it was like 10. I think it was this time.
It was 12.
It was 2:30. No,
I had already had a couple cigars.
well, he calls me and he's nervous, and I could tell that he's nervous. And then
No,
he's like, "Have you seen anything?" I said, "No." So I instantly go on my phone and start reading, reading, reading. What do you mean two
no.
B-2 bombers were on their way
Yeah,
that can definitely carry nukes? Dude, it was scary. And you know, uh, for those that were like, "Oh, you should have known he was bluffing." I don't want to take that risk.
yeah.
I really don't.
Not with him,
And regardless, maybe okay, maybe we were wrong about nukes and blah blah blah, but I mean, he was
dude. I don't think so. I mean, you can't interpret like you said. There's no
yeah,
other
there's
way to
no other
interpret
way,
it.
but at the same time, he was also threatening their power plants and their bridges and blah blah blah, which is a war crime.
Well, not only is it a war crime, it's about as irresponsible as you can be as a leader. I
Yeah.
mean, like literally, if you went and said, "How can I be the lowest goddamn scum sucking goddamn leader that's ever existed?" That's what you would do.
Yeah,
I mean, like literally that. I mean, it's that bad. And
I
it's
just
like,
couldn't
damn, dude.
believe it. And so we were in fear, so me and my dad had a couple drinks to celebrate the end of the world. And then as we're drinking before the 2 hours before the deadline of the end of a civilization,
Yeah,
he pulled out.
yeah.
And they
But it had already ruined my day. I was like,
yeah, dude, I was
I came
stressed
home.
out,
I
man.
came home, had a couple more drinks, and I was like, I can't. I literally can't function because of the stupid dumbass president. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so this is all timeline based. So that was Tuesday.
And I'm not a sissy. I mean,
Yeah.
let's put that out there. I'm not some guy. Oh, the sky's falling. I am very, very well versed and rehearsed in politics, especially living through Reagan and
Well,
living
dude, it
through
was
George W. and living through uh, Trump for the last 8 years. I'm very well versed to say, to kind of nitpick and say, oh, this is just a joke or this is just bluffing or I don't know. I don't know if this crazy motherfucker is. Seriously, I don't. I don't
mhm.
know if he's joking or not. And
And
all
honestly,
these big Republicans. Oh, but now you've seen almost every big Republican outside of the House and Senate has turned on him.
yeah,
Almost every one of them, including Megan Kelly.
well, yeah, we'll
Yeah,
get to that part
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
that was yesterday. But
yeah.
so
No,
then I'm freaking out about it. So the reason why he called off ending the civilization, I'm not gonna let that go. That's a bold thing to say,
no.
right?
Again, it's an irresponsible. It's again,
It's
you
almost
couldn't be more irresponsible as a leader, especially the leader of the United States.
it's almost as it's almost as crazy as like changing the name from the Department of
Now it did used to be the Department of War before 1950,
and
but
then it
still
was
Department of Defense. Yeah,
yeah, right? Like
yeah,
that's a big jump. Like
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? We take care of business, but to say it out loud like that is
Now again,
crazy.
when they came up with the Department of War, it was 17. I don't know if it was 1776, but it was when there weren't B-2 bombers loaded with nukes. You know what
So,
I mean? So there's a
mhm.
big difference between you used to have to hand load a musket before you shot a thing. There weren't semi-automatic weapons or automatic. The military has automatic weapons.
Yeah,
Have you ever? I don't think people understand the devastation that an automatic weapon can do
dude,
to a person or to a tank or to a city.
it's not even
No,
the
when you get those
automatic
55
weapons.
caliber rounds and stuff like that. I mean,
Dude, with what we got now,
no. Oh, all the stuff that we don't
those
even
are
know, the hypersonic thing
yeah,
that
where
made them all freak
it's a
out
yeah,
in
it's a microwave. Yeah,
Venezuela. Yeah,
I don't. So you can't even comprehend like a
yeah.
55 is like
Or
a
even
toy.
lasers. I mean, honestly,
Yeah, dude.
they think that we have lasers now that we can. Well,
Can we
hopefully,
make a lightsaber? That'd be cool. Anyways.
or we can make a defense system. Now, this is something that we used to talk about in the '80s too. Ronald Reagan called it Star Wars, but it was a defense system like the Golden Dome and that kind of stuff. And
Mhm.
so,
Which
I'm
I'm
all for it.
for.
I'm for
Yeah.
it. Hell yeah, I'm for that.
But we
I'm more for us spending our tax money on stuff like that than spending it on shit like he's doing now, or giving it tax breaks to multimillionaires and billionaires. I'm more for that than just spending our tax dollars on things that matter like that. Of
yeah.
course.
So back on the timeline, that was Tuesday. Iran and the United States came to a ceasefire agreement with a 10-point plan via Pakistan.
It
Trump,
wasn't a good plan.
no, yeah, but time out.
Oh,
But Trump is tweeting,
that they haven't.
"This is the best plan. We're gonna go through with it."
This is the blessed plan to allow Iran to enrich uranium again.
Yeah.
That was part of the plan. That was point number 9.
So
We are
then,
allowed to, without inspection, start enriching uranium again.
so then everybody, you know, he's calling for world peace again. Yes, we did it. The Strait of Hormuz is open. Gas is gonna be cheaper. The economy's gonna be okay. That was all Tuesday night. I went to bed thinking, man, you know what? We just might be all right. And then come Wednesday morning, Iran, Iran broke ceasefire, bombed. I'm not kidding. They bombed the hell out of Lebanon. I think I saw somewhere where there was like saying that it was the 5th worst day in Lebanon's history. It was Wednesday. So ceasefire broke. Trump instantly saying, these 10 points were the worst thing I've ever heard. World peace will never be.
Yeah, he's like, what is that
Yeah.
crap? You mean the crap you signed off on, dumbass?
Yeah, the one that you
Yeah.
were praising would bring world peace.
Yeah, he even sent one out this morning again.
Man.
Like, oh, there's going to be peace in the Middle East. They're going to be prosperous. God bless the United States. God bless the Iranian people, or some stupid dumbass thing again this morning too. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So that was the war updates. And then for some reason yesterday, I don't know what happened with Trump. Trump was having a bad day.
they think there's some insiders, and again, I don't have the sources. I'm not a journalist. Blah blah. Blah. There's some insiders that said he got uh he has maybe 2 weeks left to live. And again, that's what there's. They think that it's some kind of thing. That's why Melania did what she did yesterday, because everybody. You want to see some mouses running around the floor? Wait till you see the house after
Not
something
only
happens to
that,
him. Yeah, yeah.
he went after Alex Jones, uh,
All of them.
Tucker Carlson,
Every major
Candace Owens.
MAGA
Yeah.
person that's not in Congress. Yeah.
Dude, it was crazy. That was the longest truth I've ever read in my life. His tweet.
I mean,
But
can you think of anybody that wasn't in that tweet? I can't, off the top of your head. You know what I mean? It was everybody that's ever supported him, like, and not just supported, like hardcore MAGA support. Yeah.
Dude, we got silly Trump back. Yesterday he was calling Alex Jones broke. He was calling Tucker Carlson like lonely because he left Fox. That's silly Trump, when it's not when
He
he's
was
just.
calling Melania Punania.
I like when he's taking truths when he's typing out truths from the toilet. It seems, you know what I mean. That's
Why
my
is that
favorite.
what you do?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Probably.
dude. I learned everything on that. Anyways, that's how I learn, man. I'm always on my phone when I'm
That's
on my
disgusting.
business.
Nobody wants to hear that.
The president does it, probably. Anyways, and then for some reason, go ahead, Dad, because I was seeing I'm at work all day on Thursday, so I don't see nothing.
I can't decipher it. It makes no sense to me why she would hold a press conference and say that.
And
It really doesn't. And I've
and why
tried to
would
think
she
of it.
lie about it? So for those that don't know, Melania went on press conference yesterday and said, "Hey guys,
Oh no, she would lie about it to save her own ass. But I don't ever
yeah,
see.
there's documents of
No, but I don't ever see a House or Senate committee coming after a first lady. Does that make sense? It's against protocol. It's against tradition.
so
I mean, usually families off limits when it comes to politics. You know what I mean? You can say what you want about me and this and that. Even Bill Clinton, a couple years before he got elected president, his brother had a DUI. And again, back then that was a big scandal. But his brother had a DUI, and so they're like, it's his brother. It's not. Did the president or did the guy running for president? No, no. So it's families usually off limits. So her to know that, and I think everybody knows that, including her, for her I think something's coming big in the Epstein files that can't be stopped. Does that
So
make sense? That's my opinion. I don't know, but
wait, we haven't explained it. We just keep talking about Melania. We gotta explain what she said.
yeah, you got to think that a lot of people probably didn't even hear it. All she said
Yeah,
was that she didn't know Epstein. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't know that he was trafficking young women and men, young women and boys, and men were paying for them and this and that. She tried to distance herself from not only
but also
the
saying,
yucky parts of it, because that obviously we all, any decent person thinks that stuff is yucky, but from the criminal aspects of it too. And so that's what leads me to believe, and again, I'm speculating just like everybody else is, that something criminal is coming down the
but
pike.
she also said that the for the first time since this whole thing went out, that
Yeah,
the survivors of Epstein are gonna have an opportunity to talk
yeah, that
when
too.
both Pam Bondi and the other guy, I can't
Yeah,
even know his name, the other guy, they
yeah.
both said that they don't need to talk to them.
That's actually a big point too. Yeah, that tells me that she knows that something's coming
Yeah,
too.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. We gotta explain it to
yeah.
the fullest. It's weird that Melania Trump, of all people, is saying that the Epstein files need to be
It's not
that
weird.
we need to take a
Yeah.
deeper look at it, and that the survivors are going to be talking.
It's not weird if you put it into that context, that it's actually that she knows, or her team knows, or that even the president's team knows that something's coming down. That puts it into the right context too.
I mean, she got caught lying though too. She said that she did not meet Trump via Epstein, which is
And that's proven that
yeah,
that's not true.
that
Yeah.
they met at
I
a
mean,
party.
well, he's the one who brought her over. He's the one that was trafficking her from Eastern Europe. Seriously, then that's not speculation. It's
Allegedly.
allegedly, but I mean,
Hmm.
it doesn't. It's not hard to put those two things together.
Yeah.
That she used to hang out, and she rented. There was even like she rented a room from him and stuff like. I mean, just crazy stuff that ties her to directly to Epstein, not even
Mhm.
Trump. Then they met at a party a year later, and then they went on the plane, and they both had turns with her on a plane, and all this
And
crazy stuff. And
then Trump and Melania
yeah,
fell in love.
yeah,
You know what? Okay, this is totally off topic, but my favorite thing is when Melania will say "my husband"
hmm
and the face she makes every time she
uh
says it.
Well, again, it's like what was that lady in the '90s that married the old dude?
Mm,
Anna, she was a playmate, a Playboy model.
mm,
If you're in your 20s or 30s and you marry somebody in your 90s, I'm not saying, but you're saying you're saying that you're a gold digger and that kind of stuff.
mm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and again, you don't you all. I don't mean to. And again, I'm not trying to sound anti-woman or anything like that. But if you do those kind of things, we can infer that that's kind of the person you are. So
Yeah, like
Melania
I wonder, like,
dating a billionaire that that's
yeah,
40 years older than her. I mean,
I
yeah,
don't like.
yeah. So it's like
What did they talk about?
nothing.
You know what I mean?
Nothing. All she cares about is that money, man. And again, I'm speculating.
Allegedly,
Allegedly, yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, no,
So it's like,
you ever, I wonder about that all the time with
yeah,
them.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
do you think they like? I don't think.
Anna Nicole Smith. That's the
Mhm.
one, and she married like a 95-year-old dude. Well, the guy was a billionaire too. Why'd you marry him? Oh, I love him. Come on, man. You married him for money, and it's okay. Hey, do it. Live your
Yeah,
life,
I
man. Do
mean,
whatever you want to do.
make their last days
But that tells you
happy.
somebody who does that, the type of character they have too.
Yeah,
Without me, I mean, I'm not acting like I'm perfect, but I,
I do think it's
I
funny.
wouldn't marry an 87-year-old lady either for her money. So,
I do think it's funny when
no,
every time she's like, "My husband,"
no.
ugh. Like,
So there's all
what?
that there, and then there's the factor that it comes from countries that we don't really know about. Eastern Europe they were cut off from the world for 70 years by Russia, by the Soviet Union, and they who knows what type they really try to get into the psychology of how people think in the Baltic countries and those type of countries. They don't know I even we were talking I was talking about it this morning with Sonia, and I was like, she's like, what do you think? I'm like, I can speculate, but I really don't know why they would do that, except for the fact that there might be something coming down.
Yeah, dude.
Criminal too. Yeah, not just the stuff we see in the tabloids or the stuff we see in the news. Yeah,
It's such a weird play. You know what I mean? Because I
it
feel
makes no
like
sense. Yeah.
personally, I feel like I mean this war that we're in is to cover up the Epstein files that were coming out. You know, because that
Yeah.
was. I'm not saying that
Well, I think it's
that's
on
for
top of
sure.
it, dude.
You know,
The
like
billionaires are flexing again, trying to take all of. They're really trying to hit China with oil too, and like, we cannot act like that's not part of the case with Venezuela, and then all of a sudden Iran, the two biggest
mhm.
countries outside of the United States and Russia and China that have oil reserves. I mean, so it's like,
Yeah, no,
yeah,
that's my tinfoil hat of the thing is
yeah,
that this whole Iran stuff is in behest of Netanyahu, first of
Yeah.
all, and
But
to
then
hide Epstein.
but then I could be wrong on that too, because I remember back when the Gulf War started in '91,
Uh-huh.
it was like, oh, we're going in there into Kuwait and we're going to annex Kuwait and we're going to make a presence in the Middle East. None of that ever came to be. The United States didn't become a permanent protectorate of Kuwait, and we could have controlled. We at the time we could have controlled, especially after we got rid of Saddam, we could have controlled the Middle East.
Hmm.
And so you think that they get enough. And so when billionaires have enough, it's like all they can do is gorge themselves and gorge themselves and gorge themselves until they get full too. They're like, okay, we have enough wealth.
Have you seen that? Like, it's not Operation Epic Fury; it's Operation Epstein's Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, that's all. I hate to say it, and you don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but it's all tied together. I mean,
well, dude, like
it's not hard to see that it's all tied together.
sometimes,
No,
as of lately, conspiracy theorists have been winning, man. Those
yeah,
guys have like from when the Epstein files came out and Pizzagate and all that, and they
yeah.
they were all speculating on that.
The
All like, and I'm talking the like not the conspiracy theories are like, oh, the moon landing might have been fake. I'm talking about the real ones that are like,
not the best way, and I've come to differentiate the two. Something that can be explained naturally and by humans,
mm,
and as a conspiracy theory, is a lot easier to come to a conclusion that it's a conspiracy theory than something like ghosts or
yeah,
demons or
yeah,
stuff that you supernatural stuff that you can't prove here or there. Something that comes from humans, like unfortunately trafficking and that kind of stuff. I mean, that's a human condition, and it's a worst humans alive on Earth, and but it's nonetheless part of the Earth, and we know that. And so
mm,
it doesn't take a big leap to say, oh, people that have a lot of money are into this kind of stuff and into eating kids and crazy stuff like that. So
well, it
it's not
isn't
as big a leap as saying, oh,
it.
aliens came here from Orion. You know what I
No,
mean? It's
I
not as
mean,
big a leap as that.
it's a pretty big leap, you know, the way that
Oof,
they conducted
I don't know,
child
dude.
sacrifice,
Yeah, yeah.
and we
But
talk
is it
about,
really a big leap when historically there's been a lot of societies that have done that, sacrifice humans and that kind of, I mean,
okay, we're talking, you said
yeah,
humans,
yeah.
we're talking about children, which is a big
There's
difference.
a lot of native cultures and there's a lot of cultures that even in Europe that used to sacrifice kids too. Yeah,
And like, you know what
yeah,
always rubs me the wrong way to this day? When Trump was talking about it, Netanyahu was talking about it, and Iran starts burning
yeah.
statues of
Ball.
Baal,
Yeah.
who, who,
And then you got to think then when they do that, you got to think that are part of it and they know. Yeah,
right? Like, cause then it was like, haha, we're gonna, not
yeah,
haha, but, oh, we might go into Iran, and then they start doing that, and then
yeah.
Trump was like, we're definitely going
Yeah.
into Iran. What?
Well, there's a
What are you
reason
mad
why
about?
the world is where it's at. So it's because the world is dominated by religion, not God. And that's what I always come to think of. If things came from or are from God, they're not dominating things that people do. People are dominating things that people do, and there's sick people out there.
That's true.
Just like there's good people out there, there's sick people out there. And so you take it all with a grain of salt. But I mean, honestly, let's see. Well, I mean, we'll see again over the weekend what happens with this Milan. Maybe she just wanted to get it off her chest. Who knows? I mean, seriously, it could be as
And
simple as
you're
that.
telling me the president didn't know about it?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. That's correct. Yeah,
What did he choose today? Did he talk about
he's
it?
already done a bunch of stuff today, but no, he didn't. He didn't talk specifically about that. No, he's he's too big of a chicken. He's too big of a chicken taco to do that.
Dude, what? Like, never mind. We'll talk about that after. Because I'm not trying to start rhetoric, but what if she gets like whacked? What if Melania gets whacked?
No, I thought I think again going diving into conspiracy theories and stuff like that. I think and there's a law in philosophy called Occam's razor. Usually, the best explanation is the right explanation. The explanation that makes the most sense. The explanation that's logical makes sense. I think that the president probably is dying, and you can see he looks awful. I mean, he's looked awful for two,
Yeah,
three,
dude,
4 years
if
now.
I was 80,
Yeah,
I'd probably look awful.
but he looks like honestly he looks like people that are dying. He
Mm,
just looks like that color, the color of him is gone and stuff like that. So maybe that's what's happening. I think that's probably
I swear on my life, I don't mean to interrupt you. You were talking.
uh
Uh, I hope I don't think so. I'll have to watch. But
about 25 minutes in.
yeah, no, a big shadow just went above right here, and it caught my eye. Dude, I'm too tired.
It's the owl. It's a
No,
snow owl
there's
from
no
outside.
the blinds are closed. Anyways, whatever. That was scary. Don't mean to cut you off, but dude, wait a minute. Anyways, um,
We'll have to watch that. Ooh, it's almost a Halloween episode.
oh no, it's the ghost of Epstein.
Epstein.
Epstein's ghost was pissed for talking about
It's the meme of Epstein.
his boy and his girl,
Yes,
allegedly.
same.
No, but uh, I don't, I don't claim like the only thing that sucks is I was talking to you about it on Tuesday. Like, okay, the world didn't end, no nukes were dropped, he was bluffing, whatever. Why do I have to live like that? Why do I have to live like that? That is the president bluffing when he says that he's gonna end a whole civilization?
No,
Why do I have to feel that way? That
no,
sucks,
you
man.
shouldn't. No one should have to feel that way. The world shouldn't
The
have to feel that way.
Iranians shouldn't feel that way.
No, nobody should
The
have
the
to
innocent
live like that.
civilian Iranians specify.
No, nobody should have to live like that. Even when we were in the Cold War, you could see the things that the Russians were doing. You could see the things that the United States were doing to kind of play off each other. This isn't that. This is something totally different. It's something that comes from a place of evil, and it comes from a place that's not American. And so I will always say that.
Dude,
He,
I,
no,
I like that point.
no,
I don't feel like people are thinking about that
no.
enough. The innocent civilian Iranians that read their phones just like we did.
Hmm.
Imagine reading your phone and being like, "Oh,
No,
Iran's going to end our civilization."
no,
That's horrible,
no.
man. That's
It's
a horrible way to live.
yeah, that is beneath. Again, we always talk it. It's a beneath the office of dog catcher, much less
Dude, yeah,
president of the United
that's a
States.
horrible way to live for uranium that in July they didn't have, but suddenly they have that uranium
They still
back.
think they have 1,000 pounds of enriched uranium still. So it's all what it boils down to is it comes back to everything like we've always talked about on this podcast now for 6 7 months. Everything is a crock of shit when you have leaders that are a crock of shit.
How many months?
6 or 7.
Anyways,
It's been 6 or 7,
no,
and it's been 30 minutes almost.
well, talk a-
You're
that timeline of this week was intense, dude.
yeah. It's not almost. It is too much to handle. It really
Hmm.
is. It's too much to handle. It's too much to think about. It's too much to process. And again, not I'm far from weak-minded or
So
scared.
you said something earlier about, oh, we've been dealing with Trump for 8 years. Not really, dude. We've been dealing with Trump and the way that the world feels for about 11 years.
No,
When he was running, when he lost,
no,
when Biden was in, now that he's back in, we've only been feeling
no,
I try to talk about it a
no,
lot. I'm sick of like
no.
feeling that way. I'm sick
And
of
again, let's put a bow on it too, son. The only reason he's president now is because the Democrats didn't prosecute him for January 6th. He should be in prison right now for the for inciting an insurrection against the United States.
well,
And that's the truth of
and the
it.
Democrats
So
and the Democrats suck and they
so
couldn't promote they couldn't
you
they
know, you have a Democratic prosecutor in every major state, including the state of New York. Prosecute him there, put him in jail so he couldn't do this. And look what he's doing because you guys didn't
not
want
only
to do it.
that, dude.
Oh,
Get a
we don't
better
weaponize the
candidate.
law. We don't want. You
Get a
didn't.
better
You're not.
candidate too, dude.
You are
That
not weaponizing the law when you go against somebody that started an insurrection while they were president of the United States. That is something that you were supposed to do.
yeah. So,
So it's the same thing
yay.
on every side, dude. That want to be tough guys, and then when you should be tough, you're not.
You know what's fun?
No.
Sometimes or lately it was like, oh, the Epstein stuff, like it was just getting good. And I remember we were doing episodes and we're
Mm,
like, wait till all the files are out. We got, I think, 5 million more,
mm,
right? And we're like excited. And then the war happened.
no.
Honestly, Melania's bringing it back, dude.
Yeah.
And so we get to,
And I think, and again, well, like we were just talking about a few minutes ago, it doesn't. I think it doesn't. Nothing happens in a vacuum. So I think
mhm,
something's coming down, but I don't know. No.
maybe they're just trying to distract us again and keep us
Yeah,
away
maybe that's
from,
all it is too.
they got two options:
Yeah.
a war and Epstein.
and,
Distract us on both,
and then go
keep
back
us
and forth.
docile. Yeah. What a way, that's my
Yeah.
conspiracy. Maybe I am a conspiracy theorist.
No, because again, if it's built in what humans do, I mean, that's not far fetched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we've seen it for since the files
Hmm.
came out. It was like files out, time to invade Greenland,
No.
and then that
No.
went away. We're back on the files.
Because
You know what I mean,
and on top of it, it's not. That makes it show how unsophisticated they are politically.
right? Like
Like you don't ever let your opponent know your next move. I mean, anyone that's really played chess knows that. You
Trump
try
said
to
that.
throw
Trump said that the other day.
you try to throw them off. You try to do this and that. You try to do crazy moves, and you try to keep them off balance. But not these guys. They're it's really simplistic. It's how 6-year-olds think about politics, not people running the United States, the greatest country that's ever existed. So that's that. But anyways, let's kind of wrap this one up. We had a lot of good discussion today. You brought up some good points. I tried to respond to them as best I could, but again, I'm speculating in it just as much as anybody else. So
Hmm.
hopefully, and not to prove we're right or anything like, but hopefully we can at least add to the dialogue like people should be doing at their
Well,
dinner tables
so
and
yeah, that's the thing.
texting each other and
It's got
stuff.
to make you think.
No, make
It's got to
think.
make it's got to make you be like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Okay, I
yeah.
disagree.
Well,
The war in Iran
yeah.
is justified because they did have uranium. Explain that to us. You know
Let's
what I mean?
let's get back to the fight, like we
You
said.
you
Yeah.
you can,
Yeah.
but explain.
Well,
You
dude,
know.
on Tuesday, let's get back to that because people, you know, in the morning he's all we're gonna end civilization. By the afternoon, he's accepting a plea deal
Hmm.
that makes the United States look weak. It's because Americans like you, me, and everybody went to social media, went to their congressmen, went to
Uh-huh.
their senators, and said, "Oh hell no, we're not going to accept this." I
Yeah.
think we turned the tide on Tuesday. I really believe that.
Well, and even on a on a smaller scale. We were at the bar, and I won't name drop them, but we had a really good conversation about all this. You know,
Mhm.
from somebody that doesn't necessarily agree with us, because I don't know if he's watching, but
No, I mean,
I think we had a great
we can be
conversation.
real honest. It's somebody that doesn't agree with us,
Uh-huh.
but you have those type of conversations, and not that you're trying to change anybody's mind because people are free, especially in
Hmm.
this country until recently, people are free to think and do what they want, but if you can add to the dialogue and make it go in the right direction, that's all that people should be doing.
Hmm.
That's the mark of a good politician. That's a good mark of a good society. Is that even if you don't agree with it, as long as you're going in the right direction, you agree with it. And that's
Hmm.
what people don't understand about politics. That's what people don't understand about somebody that's a good leader. So with that, that's a good way to end the show, dude. That's
Hmm.
perfect. Think of that, and when you're talking to your family and friends,
Yeah,
everybody out there,
and that's the thing,
yeah,
Dad, is obviously we are on a smaller scale,
yeah,
not just us, but I'm talking about
everybody,
everybody,
yeah,
every family,
even Joe Rogan. I
every
mean,
group of friends. They're
yeah,
on a smaller scale that they can't really make difference currently, right?
but collectively, ooh,
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
yeah,
If we all are outraged or we all feel
yep,
some sort of way, then that's how it's supposed to be.
yeah,
But it doesn't start from nothing. You got to
yeah,
start talking.
yep,
You got to start watching the
yep,
news.
yep, and
Because if you don't, you stay arrogant about it,
uh,
then
yeah,
you're okay with fearing on
yeah,
Tuesday or not fearing because you don't watch the news, but something is out of your control.
yeah.
Everything's out of your control.
Anyways,
Everything.
but
But
we
talking
got to
about it,
act. We got to
yeah.
act, and we did.
If you
That's what
need
we did.
to,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And again, I reach a few 100,000 people, which okay, cool.
Hmm.
But there's a lot of people that reach a few, even tens of thousands, 100,000, and all of us together. I think we really stopped them from maybe not nuking them, but stopping them from destroying all the infrastructure, all the bridges, and all that kind of stuff. So
Hmm.
maybe we did a little bit and make people think, hey, you, especially in this country, you're still held accountable.
And like I've always said, um, talking about it should influence your vote, and it is not a privilege to vote. It's a right to vote,
Yep, you have
and
a
it
right.
is. And take that away from us, what do we really have?
Yep,
So if you don't believe in your vote, what do you really have as an American?
yep,
Believe in your vote,
yeah,
trust your vote, and if you don't believe in it, be outraged that you don't believe in it.
yep,
And if you don't think that your vote matters, be outraged that you don't think your vote matters.
yep. And then exercise your First Amendment.
Yep, that's
That's
it.
it. With that being said, that was a perfect way to end the show. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, add, tell your friends, tell your mama, tell everybody. We're getting there. So this is I'm speaking on behalf of Aristotle. I'm Edward. Thanks for tuning into the Casso podcast. We'll see you guys next week.